Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Sunday night, and I'm a little bit late. The markets have opened up, and we're going to see what the prices are right now in Hong Kong. That's right. And they are up right out of the starting gate a little bit here. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Sometimes it's nice when things are boring, but other times it's nice when they're fun and a lot going on. And so far, the markets have in the last few weeks and months here, we've seen some pretty good excitement out there. But it is Sunday. Very good. So then let's see what we can see if anybody is here. We've got a lot of good folks popping in here. Jamie Fox, All is One now is here. And good to see All is One. Donald in New Mexico. Silver Sacks is here. Good to see. Alan Gold is here early, and he's calling me a scumbag. Now, should I take that lying down? I think I should. Hold on a second. I'm going to lie down here. Just a second. Hold on a minute. Hold on. All right, I'm lying down. I'm not doing any push-ups, but I'm lying down. There we go. So see, I can indeed take insults lying down. I sure can. Nosematics, good to see the nose is here. Biz 10-second wasn't first, but that's okay. He's here. And that's what matters. Good to see you guys. Johnny B is here. Welcome. And Love Buttons is here. Love Button, fresh out of her braces, which is awesome. Yes, indeed. Glad the braces are off. Very good. The silver to gold ratio is at 66.5. And that is a number I do like to watch because I do think it's interesting to see that dynamic between gold and silver. And the ratio, yes, push-up champion. There you go, Silver Stealer. He's a believer. Yes, indeed. Hello, Bobcat Brand. Good to see you. Michael Kramer, hello. Michael Kramer, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. And we've got, who else? Oh, Winning Image Photography is here as well, too. The power couple of Silver Stealer and Winning Image Photography. You've got to see Silver Stealer's latest video starring Winning Image Photography, who is very talented. They did a great job on this video showing the Valiant and this really cool covered bridge. Could not have been a time better when that truck went across it. Check it out. Worth checking out. Hello, Coin Collecting with Tyler. We're going to be doing an interview with him coming up next week. I think Friday we're going to try to make that happen. Ray Finkel, good to see you. All right, Benny Barker's here. A lot of good folks here. So there's where the prices are right now. And I'm sad because my rhodium is down. I could not pump that up or get it to go up any higher. I tried my best, but it just didn't work out. Silver Drill Pickle is here. The pickle is in the house. Good to see you. All right. All is good is here. Good to see all is good. And the bridge is cool. All right. In time for a complimentary Buffett. There you go. Exactly. Very good. Good to see Brian, Minnesota Joe. Welcome, guys. Sal's Gals. We love, in this day, on this day more than ever, we need to applaud our Sal's Gals. They are classy. They are awesome ladies. I love the Sal's Gals. They are awesome. So I appreciate every single one of my female viewers. You guys are great. Yes, indeed. All right. Okay, let's see here. Let's get back to the channel comments. We're going to come back and take a look at those here momentarily here. Let's see here. Hey, I don't tell you how to tell me what to do, so don't tell me what to do and what to do. Bender, all right, very good. We don't want to do that, all right. And Biden Corn Pop 2024. All right, there we go. I like that. Biden Corn Pop, says Michael Phillip. All right. Thank you, Michael Phillip. Appreciate it. And on this video today, gold and silver will rise because of this special type of inflation video. Grow Mechanic was #1. Good job. Grow, you the man. Greetings, says Benny Barker. Greetings to you, sir. Grow Mechanic was actually, thought he was 2, but he was #3 on this one. So let's see here. All right. Yeah, we need to get that Sal's Gal calendar going here. I've not received any yet. I've received a couple of like, just basic shots. But we've not actually discussed it completely, but we will definitely be, I need to email and get some people out. I'd like to try to recruit maybe some more, but I'm not sure if we can get it because we don't have quite 12 ladies yet. I think we've got maybe 5 or 6. Good to see Bob Silver. Hello, Sunday Night Slurping. Yes, indeed. Good to see Calvin Cooper. And Inefficient Stacker is here. Inefficient, the fish. You want to see some really cool pouches? Oh yeah, full of gold coins. A lot of Mexican gold stuff. Check out Inefficient Stacker. He also loves platinum. And he's got a great channel. I'm very good. Greetings to you all numismatic stackers here. Good to see you, sir. And Silver Honda says, #1, happy Pi Day. Yes, indeed, it is Pi Day. Good to see Silver Honda, the one and the only Silver Honda. All right, moving ahead here. By the way, hello, Hell Creek Trading. Good to see you. Lawrence Grott says, greetings and salutations. Hopefully be adding to my stack soon. Trading fiat for PM. The only way to turn trash into treasure. Yes, indeed. All right, there you go. Okay. Although I don't consider fiat trash, but I have a little nuanced viewpoint. I don't consider it trash, and actually you don't either. When it's really all said and done, it's just two different forms of money. I'm gonna probably doing a video about that. We got, all right, there we go. We have 5 ladies. They can each have 2 months. That's probably what we'll do. If we have 6 or 5 ladies, we'll have them do 2 months. 6 guys to dress up as ladies. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, I hold that. Right, we're good. All right. Richard Metcalf. Hi, Sal. Keep up the great work. Is the squeeze still on? I think it is. In the physical world, I believe the squeeze is still on. As you know, been kind of following that a little bit. Kind of browsing around on the Wall Street Silver forum. And seeing, I think they're still buying and stuff. And yeah. And I think it's exciting to see new folks come into the fray that understand it. And I've been criticized for, providing a little bit of caveat and a little bit of caution in doing so, but I think it's great. I think it's great. Yes, send me your fiat, says love button. Yes, Senor Paucho November. Give Senor Paucho November. All right, there we go. Yes, indeed. We can have the pouch pose for the calendar. That'd be quite interesting. Hello, Fish. Good to see you. Welcome. All you guys are here. The Razamanaza. Good to see you. All right. Welcome indeed. Let's see. Okay, Calvin Cooper says, good morning, Sal. Good Sunday morning. Good morning to you, Calvin Cooper. All right, amazing video. Thanks for the info, says Rigo Silver. No problem. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you taking the time to watch. Means a lot. Appreciate it very, very much. All right, let's see here. I need to... let's see. Moving on up, we have got Michael Ratsanicoli says, good morning, Uncle Sal. I'm picking up some new hospital business today and getting ready for the silver raid on Monday. I'll be picking up another kilo silver bar from the Perth Mint. That is my second one. Wow. And so you can order, does Perth Mint sell directly these bars, these kilo bars, or can you get them from a bullion dealer? It'd be very interesting to see. I know that some of them in Australia, but sell those like what is that place? Bullion. I'm subscribed to the YouTube channel, but not sure what it is. Silver Bean Counter. Good to see you. Hello, 2 is 1. Good to see 2 is 1 here. We've got Silver Bean Counter. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing well. Always good to see the Bean. Check out his channel. We posted a great video. Sadly, he got he got a kind of a dinged up gold eagle there. T-Slayer, Jeff Curry says, get your hands off my silver, you damn dirty apes. All right. Hello, Media Man. Good to see you. Media Man is here. And the Razamanaza, yes, doing well. Hope you are too. And Hugh Man is here. Good to see you. Welcome. Hello, Silver Squeeze 1. Good to see you, sir. Glad you're here. Gold Chick Vibafell is here. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Frank says he enjoyed the last 2 is 1 video. 2 is 1 has got a great channel, very articulate, great stuff over there. And Silver Wolverine is here too. Good to see Silver Wolverine. Welcome. All right. Silver Scientist, a lot of good folks. So let's pause now for not station identification. You know where you're at. You know what station this is. We are looking at what's going on with the prices of gold and silver in Asia right now. And look at that. We thought things were bouncing up a little bit in positive territory, but look, it looks like that gold went down just ever so slightly, and silver went up 3 cents. So very, very interesting indeed. Let's refresh. It's refreshing right now. Let's see what they're saying here. So you move on through. Hello, by the way, I forgot to say hello to Donald in New Mexico. Donald is here. Always appreciate Donald being here. Oh, thank you, Biz10sec. Wishing you a multitude of gratitude. Thank you so much, guys. Cotton pickers, welcome. 2 slurps for Sal. All right. Oh, man. I heard on a Manico live stream that Perth Mint has stopped selling gold. Wow. Oh, my goodness. That's interesting news there. Man. All right. So gold is now flat right now, and silver's up 3 cents. Platinum is up $5. No change for palladium, no change for rhodium. Very good. Hello, gold chick. All right. Dale Val is here. Hello, Dale. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. All right. Let's get back over here into the maelstrom of madness. Son of a silver stacker, you were talking about geological inflation. I watched that too. It reminded me of Hubbard's Peak. Yes, indeed. All right. Saw that one too. Interesting interview for sure. Enlightening. John Bethia says, all useful metals that are to be used for a green world are limited, and it's non-feasible to think that this will exist. All right. Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's limitations for sure, and as to how fast it's being produced or whatever. But yeah, it's crazy. But keep in mind that people are still able to buy silver, but there are some premiums to them, and that is something you have to take into account. But there's supply being replenished. In fact, some of the big bullion dealers are talking about how they're getting millions of dollars worth of inventory in. Media Man, remember the envelope with cash to buy gold. Time to empty mine. Oh, good. You've been saving up for a long time, Media Man. So nicely done. Very good. Yeah, the envelope, the golden envelope challenge was a great thing. I've not really talked about it a whole lot, but it's a way to save cash in an envelope. You stuff that cash away, and you just build it up over time. And Media Man has apparently been very patient with his, so he is going to empty his very soon. All right. Good to see MS Road 99. Welcome. Glad you're here. A lot of good folks here tonight. All right. Let's see here. Remember, Silver Stealer, Winning Image Photography, bought our first full ounce gold buffalo today. She took the plunge. Soon, Gold Stealer. Congratulations. Well done. I know that's something that I have been somewhat advising folks to do. I mean, is to diversify into some gold. And I think it's good to have a little bit on hand too, for sure. And yes, indeed, the Silver Stealer, the first full ounce of gold. Congratulations. That's a big deal. Really big deal. Bulls and Bears battle this week. Going to be interesting. I sure will. Sure will. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see. Sal, Silver Squeeze. I went to my LCS today. Someone put an order for $300,000 in gold. The order is half filled. Wow. Man, that is quite a large amount of gold there for sure. Man, they're buying it up. They're buying it up. I think all precious metals, well, gold and silver. I wonder if platinum sales have gone up too. But with the silver squeeze and everything that's going on, it's crazy. All right. And let's see. Eat All Your Fish says, hey, Sal, been a minute. Has been busy and took a break from stacking, taking crypto profits through the roof. Woot woot, good times, good job. All right, he's taking profits, so he's invested some money in the cryptos and made good on it, doing well with it, which is awesome. Congratulations, Fish. All right, very very good. Let's see here. Okay. By the way, good to see Carlos Danger here. Fill this order for hold. Fill this order for hold, says Rob B. Maybe did you mean to say gold? Fill this order for gold. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. All right. Nicholas Blake is a spammer. Yeah, 2 is 1 says, yeah, the silver squeeze is a no. So I mean, I look at it this way. Maybe I'm defining silver squeeze differently. I look at the silver squeeze as a run on the physical amount of investment grade or bullions bars. I think that is happening. I think that's why we're seeing the high premiums. But sooner or later, that's going to fall away and going to die away, and it's going to be back to normalcy. And part of what I'm cautioning against overall for the silver squeeze is that for those that are participating in it and doing it, especially the new folks, which I think is great that they are, just understand where these premiums are, and that sooner or later this will end, kind of like the JP Morgan crash, JP Morgan buy silver movement that was around back in 2012, and into somewhat part of 2013. And I think that that kind of thing, eventually that died away, and some people were really jaded by that. And so I just say be careful about that and understand, because to me it's a long-term proposition. But yeah, that's right. 2 is 1 is right. High premiums do hurt folks buying. And so you just got to be careful out there. But it was hello, Plumber Stacker. Good to see you, the Plumber Stacker. He's got a great channel. We did some cool lives, some auctions, some trading. He did that. It was on that the other day, and it was really cool. Yesterday, I think he had that going on. Very cool. D. Peterson is here. Good to see you. All right. Very, very good. Okay, let's see. Moving on up here, we've got Silver Honda. Love your 4th of July Freedom Bar. Thank you. Yeah, I kind of like that one too. I'm rummaging through the one of the locations I had some. So I'm gonna pull this one out for a video. That'll be kind of cool to use. Hello, Dissident Aggressor. Good to see you, DA. And a cool mail call video the other day. Indeed, check out Dissident Aggressor. Awesome guy. And Dale Val doesn't agree with me. That's okay, Dale. And I have no problem with people. And I appreciate that. I love it when you when I like a variety of opinions on this channel for sure. So thank you. But thank you for being here, Dale. I do appreciate you. Senior Poucho, good to see you. He wants to be fed. There's Senior Poucho. All right. Yes, indeed. And where are we at? Eli says, Salivate Metal Group, what's your thoughts on buying one of the two? A privy liquidable quarter-ounce American Gold Eagle or a random government quarter-ounce coin that's $35 cheaper? Well, I don't know what you mean by privy, because I've never seen a privy mark on a quarter-ounce Gold Eagle. Unless you're talking about that in a different way. I don't know. I would go with probably the random one, because I don't know I've never seen a gold one with a privy mark. But anyways. By the way, Barbara Carbone is here. Wes Welk says, don't slurp, but I just can't help it. When you say don't, I typically do it. Oh, man. I just like the coffee, you know what I'm saying? Good to see Native Stacker, and Robert is here. Always slurps my drinks, yes, indeed. Thanks for being used to it. Thanks for putting up with me. Freedom Stacker is here. Hello, Freedom Stacker. Hello, Freedom Stacker. It's good to see you. All right. Spend your stymies on gold and silver. Yes, indeed. All right. Hoosier Stacker is here. Good to see Hoosier Stacker. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Thanks, Silver Squeeze. I like you too, buddy. I appreciate you, sir. You are awesome. Yes, indeed. Appreciate Silver Squeeze is here. Silver Squeeze 1. All right, let me go here. Calvin does not like this channel for some reason. Man, I don't understand. What's going on, Calvin? Why don't you like the channel? What do we need to do? What can I do to virtue signal to you, Calvin, that, you know what I mean, that we aren't real stackers. We aren't, Calvin doesn't think we're real stackers. Brian says, I bought more silver shot and 10-gram Valcambi's combo bar set this weekend. Oh, congratulations. Cool. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Very good. Let's see here. Moving ahead here. Hello, Speedin 108. Good to see you, by the way. Speedin 108 is here. Been a little while. I hope you're doing well. John Bellinger says, good morning, Sal. Hot slurp number 2. It will be nap time this morning. Each commodity has its right to inflation or deflation. The cumulative effect makes us cry unless we hodl our silver and gold. There we go. All right. Very, very, very good. Okay. And Mark AF says, valid point, thanks for the info. Thank you, Mark F. Appreciate you. Yeah, apparently we aren't, I guess. So I'm not sure eat all your fish, but that's okay. Everybody has their opinions. Perthman is indeed having trouble sourcing metal. Rutrow, yeah, that's not good, right? Or maybe it is good, I guess, for prices. We'll see here. Call scammer, get a loan. There we go. I wish they would answer on the Sunday night, but we'd just be dialing for dial tones if we did that. Dialing for dial tones. All right. All right, we have an MMA matchup. Five-finger death punch frontman, Ivan Moody versus henpecked Prince Harry of England. I'm going to have to go with Ivan Moody on that one. Yes, indeed. I'm going to go with Ivan on that one all day long and every day. Zephiel says that I do fake push-ups so he has strength to carry his fake silver. There you go. Exactly right. It's all about the fake silver and fake push-ups. Yes, indeed. All right. Silver Eagle, no one here has any idea which price they'll sell. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess it just depends on when you need to sell it. I would say that, well, up until recently, when there was a huge demand before, earlier in the last month, maybe a little bit longer, there was a massive, huge demand. They're starting to get stuff back in, but dealers were paying $2, $3 over spot for generics. A 1,000-ounce Comex bar was going for 85 cents an ounce over spot, that's like a huge premium for those bars. All right. Let's see here. All right, very good. Who's your stacker? The wheel of torture squashed you about halfway through the... Oh, man, I'm sorry. Also, you had your drawing. Well, thank you. You guys, you want a chance to win, and check out Who's Your Stacker's channel. He has got a comment video, and you can have a chance to win there. And he also does live streams, too. A lot of stuff he does in tandem with Plumber Stacker, but check him out. But I got squished. I got squashed in there. Man, crazy. All right. Good to see a lot of good folks. Good to see. Let's go back to see what the markets are doing right now. Hello, Third World Trillionaire. I hope you're doing well. Good to see Third World Trillionaire here. And we've got, okay, gold is down a little bit. And silver is barely hanging on here. Up 6 cents, though. Over $26 on the ask price. Almost there on the bid. But gold is down just a little bit there. That narrows the gold to silver ratio just ever so slightly, now into 66.5. Very, very good. Okay. Oh, let's see here. And let's move back to the comments. So there's where the market is right now. Not a whole lot of activity, but it is interesting to see the little bit of divergence between gold and silver right now. Pretty crazy. Crazy. Okay. All right, let's get here. Nose Video says, great video, Sal. Thank you so much. Silver will rise because of the special type of inflation. All right. If you want to know what type of inflation it is, don't have to worry about watching the video. You can just ask me here. All right. Mr. Exclusive says, I love the first year Kookaburra. I got 2 and are pristine with the best rainbow toning I've ever seen. I have actually seen some of those rainbow tone too. I don't have any, but I've seen some. And it is weird. That year has provided just a really interesting amount of deep toning on this, Mr. Exclusive. So you're right. It's pretty wild. All right. Let's see here. Silver will be in the green Wednesday. It's St. Patrick's Day. There you go, D. Peterson. That's right. All right. Mark AF says, sell silver when ratio is under 20, then load up on gold. I like that idea. That's a good way to do it. Yes, indeed. But remember, when you do trade your silver for gold, many times, I know my LCS will not trade out ounce for ounce. They actually charge me to do it, essentially. But anyways. Eat All Your Fish says, for the safety of the public and our staff, please be advised that the Perth Mint's retail, tourism, and corporate functions operations have closed until further notice. What the heck is going on? Did that just come from them, or is that because of COVID and not been updated yet? I mean, probably COVID hasn't been updated yet. Time Lord, good to see Time Lord. Got a good crowd here tonight as we look at the markets for what gold and silver are doing out of the starting gate in Asia. This is what we do, unique to this channel, every Sunday night at 6 p.m. because that's when they open up. That's when everybody wakes up there in the Asian markets in Hong Kong. All right, very good. Okay. Is it a good time to trade silver for gold? I don't know. I tell you what, if you compare it to what it was last year around this time, literally around this time, it was well over 100. I'm going to say it was almost 120 to 1. So if you compare it to that time, then yes. But when you take into account premiums and the like, I don't know. It could narrow even more. But anyways, all right, very good. Let's see. Okay, so there's where we're at. Now gold, silver just barely up, just 2 cents right now, and gold is dropped a little bit more, down 240. Platinum is up $4, and platinum is the winner of the 15-minute or half hour. Platinum is the winner of the half hour so far, up $4. Crazy. Where's Platinum Beast when you need him? We want to celebrate with Platinum Beast here. That platinum is up for the half hour here. Very, very good. Let's move ahead here. Okay. Now, we have got Northern Coins. What to do? Buy a kilogram of silver or half-ounce gold? Please help. Well, I may be biased, but it depends really on your situation, Northern Coins. How much silver do you have compared to gold? I would say probably if you have an appreciable amount of silver, it would be a no-brainer for me to go for the gold. Just because of the safety and security of it is less volatile than silver. But that's just my opinion, and it depends on your personal situation. Media Man, since the LCD gets a higher premium for silver, he should trade ounce for ounce. They should. I agree with that on principle, Media Man. I really do. But I don't know if that argument would work for me at my LCS, but I might try it. That's a good one. That's a really good one, actually. All right. And let's see here. Moving ahead here. The president of Miles Franklin says he has inside info the U.S. Mint will shut down soon, retooling. Who really knows? Yeah, it's not been confirmed. I think I did hear that as well. I might email the Mint and see if they'll give me some insight on it. And see what's going on there. But that would be unprecedented if they were to do that. Hello, Happy Pi Day. Everybody, I don't know why everybody says Happy Pi Day. We should say Happy 3.1597 Day. It's easier to say 3.15. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see here. Actually, you know what? It's easier to say. It's easier to say 3.14159.265. That's much easier to say than pi. I don't understand why. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. Carlos, maybe the U.S. Mint should consider following their constitutional mandate rather than the Golden State Mint business plan. I agree, Carlos Danger. I do agree with that. Yes, indeed. Good to see all you guys. Okay, let's see here. So let's get up here. All right, there we go. Silver Squeeze. Hi, Sal. I always appreciate your thoughts. So thank you, my friend. Appreciate that so much. Very, very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was thinking that too, as a native stacker. I think that's what they're talking about, that in April they may shut down for a while. But anyways, okay. B.R. Williams says, yes, but big business and corporate entities could be able to keep the silver price low with or without the government labeling it. Some great importance for the growth and prosperity of the nation. Thanks, Al. Always great info on your channel. Thank you, B.R. Williams. Appreciate it. Yes, indeed. Obviously, it's in the best interest of businesses and corporations who use silver in their products for the metal to stay low. But my guess, when they source their silver, they probably have some sort of hedging mechanism like the bullion dealers have too. But anyways. All right, very good. And Martin Olson provides algorithm food, which I appreciate that. I now know what that means. He wouldn't tell me when I asked him about it. I was like, what the heck? I thought it was just spam, but it's not. That actually is a good thing. All right. Jim C. says, as far as geoinflation, I am buying platinum. Platinum is not just found from many countries and is so much rare. I own lots of gold, but I think silver is a better bet for the price to go up. Okay, yeah, a lot of people feel that way. And I even feel I'm bullish. I'm thinking silver's got some room to move up too. Over here. When do you think the Tuskegee Airmen, the America the Beautiful, will be in the dealer inventory for sale? Probably it should be soon. But with this day and age, with the way the mint is now and what's going on, and they're so busy, my guess is there's probably not going to be a lot available. That could be the key to the series if all this demand for silver's up, because they're also stopped producing they've indefinitely delayed the release of the 2.5 ounce Air Force metal. So we'll see what happens there. So who knows? We'll find out. Very good. Son of a silver stacker, good to see you, sir. Welcome. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, says Screwy Louie. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. One of my favorite lines from Spaceballs. All right. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. I love Hair Pie Day. Me too. I'm a fan of that. I must confess, I cannot deny that. Quack Tuber. Long-time silver will track its underlying cost of mine, in which is why it will provide hedge against inflation, driving the price up temporarily with raids or squeezes. Man, flash in the pan with creation of volatility. That is a distraction. All right, very good. Let's see here. Yeah, and I think that, yeah, this mining costs and fuel costs, all that stuff is going to come into play for sure. All right, very good. All right. Silversmith, market's holding on to $26. So let's see, that's right, $26.10. So it's there it is. The bid price now for silver is at $26, just barely hanging on by the thread. That is finer than frog's hair. Where's Terry? Where's Terry, says Alan Gold. Where's Terry? We need Terry here. We have Barbara here, but we need another Terry. All right. She's in your basement. She's in Alan's basement. That's right. All right. And gold is down $1. $1. Very good. Platinum is up. So, interesting day in the market. Somewhat interesting. All right. Very good. Okay. Let's see. Brian. When I was in my LCS, a customer said NGC and PCGS are 2 months behind in grading. Everything behind now. Wow. Man, that is something. Everything is behind now. That's because a lot of this modern stuff is coming through, and these grading companies are grading that stuff too. And my guess is, yeah, it doesn't surprise me though, in a way. $1,000 silver is pie in the sky. Yes, indeed. I agree. Oh my gosh. It's hard to eat pie when it's in the sky. You got to really jump high to get a bite. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see here. All right. Last again, says the Rocky Superstar. Right. Very good. Right. Ed Mole, I did not sell the rhodium. And I blame Donald in New Mexico for that, really. That's only logical. I could have sold it when it was high, but Donald in New Mexico didn't say anything about selling it at that point in time. All he did is say sell it when it was a little bit lower. So I blame him. Eat all your fish. You familiar with the coin of auspicious matters? It's a lucky fish on it, a great coin. I now own 2. Can read the Chinese. Oh, man. No, I'm not familiar with that one. Pretty cool. Matthew Strawman says apes love shiny. Yes, they do. Apes love the shiny. Sound like Wolfman Jack. All right, Wolfman Jack. I remember him a little bit, but it's not my intention. Let's see in here. Strong hands together. Apes strong together. Remember that from Planet of the Apes? Apes strong together. GT, silver most manipulated asset on Earth. When it starts trading at 15-1 to gold, you then have a more true value. Doesn't matter when you buy until we get to that ratio. There's even reason to believe that silver should be more valuable than gold based off industrial uses alone. Well, I disagree with that. That's a misnomer, which is another reason why it's manipulated, which I also disagree with macro manipulation. As companies want it for cheap as possible to keep their costs down, but what happens when there's nothing left? That's the question. Well, there's no way silver, like gold, just doesn't disappear. In fact, I've even posted a video about how they have the ability now, through a study at the university, to actually recycle silver out of sewage. That's right, out of your crap comes silver, or anything else that goes down the toilet, or sewage in general. They have found a way to actually sift out the silver from that. And when it becomes economically viable to do so, obviously silver will have to go way up in price. But yeah, that's something that should be considered through the course of all this. But I did a video about how to get the ratio to 20 to 1. And basically, it's sort of talks about sort of what's happening today with the silver squeeze and the like. Um, and this silver squeeze and the massive buying of silver right now is, I think, one of the reasons why, well, we're seeing high prices, but right now it's only being reflected in the physical markets. When will it, or will it ever be reflected in these markets here? I think in some ways it sort of is. And I think that's why the ratio is narrowing somewhat. But it's not having the effect that I think some people think it should have. That's where patience comes into play. That's just my opinion. All right. Very, very good. All right. Let's see who else is in here. Silver goes to dump. Let's see here. Yes, indeed. Selson to shout out to Love Button again. Hello, Love Button. We don't want to. The only buttons we want to press of Love Button is her love buttons. That's right. That's it. All right. If she's indeed a girl. That's right. We don't have confirmation on that yet. There has been ample questions as to that validity, so we can't say for sure. Hello, Amber Hagelstein is here, and we've got Hugh Man, Screwy Louie. Good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Belaine P says, the only time I've ever seen silver disappear is on the silver-oriented YouTube channel that changes its focus to cryptocurrency. Yeah, exactly. Crazy. All right, let's see here. 8 to 1 out of the ground. That's right. That's the mining ratio. But people mistakenly conflate the mining ratio to the price ratio. They are mutually exclusive. They have nothing to do with each other. In fact, I would say even though rarity is a factor in value, it is not the sole factor, and it does not necessarily mean that something will be valuable. Look at platinum. Platinum is rarer than gold, but it's been cheaper than gold for quite a number of years now. Very, very good. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Beto D says, good morning, Sal. Hopefully by this week, I'll be adding some gold to mini gold stack I'm stacking to. Yes, indeed. All right, very, very good. All right. Rocky Superstar says, good morning. Is this Black Swan a new coin from the Perth Mint that is coming out? Good morning. No, I don't see a Black Swan on here, but I did see the design for that. I was not impressed. Okay, Native Stacker says, Salivate Metal, we will leave it up to you to find out personally if Love Button is a female. Yes, indeed. Yes. Oh, my goodness gracious. Give me the chance. Blaine P, it might be interesting thought experiment to calculate what the price of silver would be if all the silver fans who turned crypto decided to come back. Ooh, yes, that would be interesting. That would be an interesting thought experiment. Numismatic Stacker, do you feel that gold may drop another $200? I don't know. At this point, I kind of doubt it. I think it's going to go up, but I just only doubt it. In other words, it's not out of the realm of possibilities, but I kind of doubt it. You know what I mean? Rob B says Australia's swans are back. Power Metals is a good stack to buy for rare earth metals investment. Oh, okay. I have to check them out. John Cole is here. Love Button gets so much attention. Oh, we love you too, John Cole. All right, very, very good. Timothy Whittington says, thanks. All right. Gold Chick says hi to Hoosier with a heart. Good Gold Chick is awesome. She's a Sal's gal. Dana Webb, costed me twice as much to fill the tank yesterday. Yes, gas prices are going up. Crazy they're going up, how fast they are. It's insane. All right, hello, Gold Maple. Good to see you. Very good. And Jack Partner just bought a 1 ounce 999 fine maple leaf. Now, is that silver or gold? Curious to see. All right. And Bob Silver, gas has almost tripled in price from a year ago. Filled up truck yesterday and it cost me 2 ounces of silver. Ooh, wow. Yes, crazy. Yep, I hear you. It's expensive. It is expensive. Count Stacula, love that name. I'm glad I started stacking when I did back in 2004. Still stacking today. Good job. Bravo. That's a long time to be stacking. Well done. Well done. All right. And Silver Steeler says, well, we just passed a bill that cost taxpayers $1.9 trillion. And then $1,900 billion, in other words. That's just the start of an infrastructure and green stimulus are in the works. I thought we were broke. Apparently, we are flush with money. That's right, money that they print. And I agree. We are going to see some inflation. At some point in time, we're going to see it. I don't know when. And it's going to be serious. Now, will it be hyperinflation? I don't know. And I think probably before it gets to that point, that's where they're going to have the revaluation of everything. The Great Reset, they call it. It's bad news. It's coming sometime. But anyway, Paul Richards says, did you see the article on some Bitcoin site? They attempted saying that gold isn't that scarce about some mountain of gold in Congo. Of course, they don't take the production costs into effect. It seems like I've seen that quite a while ago, but it'd be very interesting to see what that's about. But all right. Glutamate sulfate. I listened to your videos just to hear the intro. Let's explore. Thank you. I appreciate that. Somebody was giving me crap about that the other day, but thank you. I appreciate that. Pretty cool. It's closer than before. That's right, Silver Steeler. But the only reason why I'm not sure when it's going to be, or saying that it's like impending, is because I kind of thought so in 2013. It was really unsustainable then after the third round of quantitative easing. But this debt and this spending could be sustainable for quite some time. But I do think, I mean, we're seeing inflation play out for quite a while already. Many different aspects, consumer price index and the like, some of the things they measure. But a lot of the stuff could happen very quickly. And this is why we hold precious metals, to protect ourselves from that as wealth preservation devices, for sure. But we also have to be prepared for a potential time when, we may be wrong about when it's going to happen. We just know it's going to happen at some point, at some level, in some way. And so I think that's kind of the thing. All right, Tim Peters says, thanks, Al. Always appreciate your perspectives. From the land of Josie Wales here, deep in the Mark Twain National Forest. All right, thank you, Tim. Very nice, sir. Appreciate you. Andrew Penfold says, if silver has never seen over $50, how about $1,000 silver? Will they lose grip that bad? I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not one of those that predicts that silver is going to even go to 50 anytime soon. I'm bullish on silver, but I like to be more realistic in my predictions. And by the way, I've been wrong in my bullish predictions in the past, and I may be wrong in my bullish predictions in the future. For sure. All right. Very good. Okay. And Mark Williams says, solar-powered and battery electric mining equipment vehicles will change the price too. Yes. That's right. And copper too. Copper is used a lot in those vehicles. 2is1 talked about that in his video. Astral Club. I have an uncirculated roll of those 1980 Liberty Lobby rounds. Cool. Love Norfed and other political rounds. Awesome. Very cool, Astral. Congratulations. All right. All right. Very good. Okay. There you go. Nice. Good job packing up the giveaway prizes to my winners. Congrats to all the winners, and thank you for the support community. Good job, Hoosier Stacker. All right. Well done, sir. Way to go. Plumber Stacker. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate that, sir. You are awesome. He says, checking out for today. Thanks for all your insight and support. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Thank you, Plumber Stacker. You guys head on over to Plumber Stacker's channel. He's really a great guy. They've got a good channel. Him and Hoosier Stacker have done a wonderful job. And thank you so much, Plumber. And I love that wrench. I've got it right here. That wrench. In fact, I should have mentioned Plumber Stacker at the end of my video today, I was tapping on this wrench at the very end of it. I love this. This is so cool. Thank you, sir. Have a good night. Thank you so much. All right. First super chat of the night. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the support. All right. Okay. And where are we at here? Yara is a cool chick to have. Chris has her show all the time. Yara, let's see here. Well done. Yes, indeed. You guys are great. Let's see here. Thank you, Silver Stealer. Okay, moving ahead here. Okay, coin collecting with Tyler. I did not know about this, Sal. Check your email if you don't mind. All right, I think I looked earlier today. Don't see anything in there from you. Let's see here. Although we did get a... Oh, man. All right, we did get a PayPal donation. I don't think he wants me to use his name, but thank you so much for that. For the gentleman who sent this along. Very kind of you indeed, sir. And for the first time in a long time, because I don't really say a whole lot about this, but we have a new honorary citizen member, Missile Man. Thank you so much, Missile Man. Appreciate that so much. All right, very, very cool. Thank you, Missile Man. And thank you again to the gentleman who sent that sent that PayPal donation. Those do not garner any taxes or fees from because YouTube takes 30% of that and taxes another 20, 25 or more. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I want to show my appreciation for that. Very good. You guys are great. Yes, indeed. Thank you for being there, Missile Man. Brand new there, member. Shiny new member. Appreciate that so much. All right. You guys are great. Okay. And Papa Z says, thumbs up. Thank you, Papa. All right. Cyber Curtain Twitcher says, there's multiple good reasons, Sal. Just recording a video on the subject myself. Awesome. Yes, indeed. Very cool. Thank you, Cyber Curtain Twitcher. He actually did a great video on his savings account. And actually, I did see that video. Yeah, check out Cyber Curtain Twitcher. Okay. Let's see here. Love Button guitar song from Sal today. I don't know, man. Shoot. Man, I don't know. Love Button. We might have to pull that out later. We'll see. That's what she said. All right, let's see here. Cosmic Karma Koala says, I get all emotional when Junius shows us his coins and cojones. Nothing like numismatics to bring together some Renaissance people. Very good. All right. He does a good job showing some old coins and the history behind them. Some really neat old thalers and old European, just classic collectible good stuff there for sure. All right, Cotton Pickers, HRF4Cs, Chin, good to see you. Thank you. An honorary citizen Cotton Pickers is now. Wow, thank you so much. Appreciate that so much, you guys. All right. Let's see here. I do not feel represented even though I pay taxes. I know what you mean, Hugh, man. I feel you on that one. Yeah, where is Cyber Curtain Twitcher Day? He's usually here, but that's okay. Very good. I know he's probably got other things to do. And I tell you what, guys, I certainly do appreciate you guys being here on my live streams. It really means a lot to me. You guys are great. It's what keeps me going. You guys are awesome. All right, very good. So here is where the markets are now, folks. This is the Market Watch after all. What's happening with gold? It's down, hanging out. Not a whole lot of activity really since the start, but gold is down slightly. It did pop a little bit out in the green territory, but now it's in the red. And silver's up a little bit more, just 1 more cent, now $26.11. Platinum is up $5, and it is still the winner of the hour, almost hour here. Platinum is up $5, and palladium is down $1. All right, down $1. Very good. Okay, let's hear. John Cole, thank you. I appreciate you too, John. You are great. Hugh, man, thank you. You guys are awesome. Very cool. Appreciate you. All right. Bill457 is loving the wedge-tailed eagle. You like the 2021 version? It's kind of cool looking. I don't think anything will ever beat the 2014 and 2015 designs for the wedge-tailed eagle. I think those were the best, in my opinion. All right. And thank you, Love Button. I need to play you a song one of these days. The song. I'd be feeling. I don't know. It'd be very strange singing to a man, though. I don't know. If I just only had proof. If I only had proof. Oh man, Alan Gold has ruined me. He's questioned it. All right. What is rhodium at? Rhodium is at $22,000 now. It was up to $28,000. $28,000, but now it's down to $22,000. Still up pretty high though. Not a lot of activity there with it. The price. Rob S says they are hyperinflating the premium. Spot has no meaning lately. Yeah, I tell you, it's crazy. But you know what? As one bullion dealer once told me, I kid you not, this bullion dealer told me, says, the premiums will go down when people stop buying. But it's a misnomer, right? Because do we stop buying if we're worried that hyperinflation is coming soon or what have you? What if the spot price goes up? I mean, if you're paying $12 an ounce over spot and silver goes up another $12 an ounce or $10 an ounce, then it's not considered a bad deal. So you know what I mean? All right. Dale Val says she's all woman. Trust that. I know. I just need to learn to trust, right? I need to learn to trust. Trust and not verify, right? Is that the thing? Okay, we've got breaking news here. Love Button has just now said that she has said that she has a landing strip. Okay. A landing strip. Okay, that okay, very good. All right. So if she has a landing strip, that's okay. All right. Runway 23 coming in for a landing. All right. Hillbilly Prepping says, grab 3 grams of gold, $71 each. Baby step now for me. All right, hey, baby, that good job, though. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's good. That's actually not a bad price for a gram of gold these days. Let's slurp to that. Here we go. By the way, hello, Savoy Truffle. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Ziggy is here. All right. Oh, man. My 91-year-old father got both shots. He is just fine. Good. I'm glad he did fine with them. I've heard different stories about him. Some people have gotten pretty sick from them, but others have done fine. No problems at all with the vaccine. So I don't know. But I don't know. People have different feelings about that. Let's see here. All right. Farm Life says, I really like your level-headed approach to presenting silver. Must be just insults. I disagree with them. I don't know. I hope that won't be the case. Although I can't. I don't want to speak to that here because sadly I've gotten some hate from his camp, not from him personally, but somebody very close to him, and it's rather disappointing. But anyways, all right. Alan Colgrove, I like 90% of your ending. All right, there you go. All right, nice. Like 90% of it. All right, very good. Maybe not 100%, but 90%. I'm like coin silver for that ending. Very, very good. Okay, and Jack says, I don't pay any sales tax here in Arizona on bullion. All right. Good job. All right, awesome. That's great. On any bullion at all. So Arizona has no taxes. That's great on bullion. That's awesome. Silversmith, runway for the little man on the canoe. That's right, exactly. That's right. All right, Coin Talk is here. Good to see you. Good to see all you guys. Frank Imperado is here. Not a good. And Silver Heist, the great Silver Heist is here with no comment, but he's here. We love it. We're glad that he's here. All right, very good. Let's see. And a dude says, are you also the angry astronaut? I don't know. I've never heard that comparison. People say I sound like a whole lot of different people. Red, green, Julia Childs. No, I'm kidding. I've never been compared to Julia Childs, but I don't know. My kitten is a black belt. Sends his greetings. Hello, hello, hello. All right. And Jack says, you were talking about 5 to 35% of one's portfolio in precious metals. About which percent do you have in your portfolio, out of curiosity? You don't want to go by my percentage. It's way more than that. Don't follow me. You know what I'm saying? I'm much heavier, in my portfolio. In fact, I don't know if I have a portfolio, but anyways. Let's see here. That's right. There you go. All right, very good. And thank you, Coin Talk. I appreciate that. That's probably the kindest thing, and I believe that's how I kind of view my stuff. I appreciate that, Coin Talk. Very kind. He says that I'm not an absolutist. I'm a realist, and that's why he's appreciative of content. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. And sadly, sometimes it makes some people mad, but But anyways, very good. All right, my chart just took a turn north. Let's see here. Fish hosted a live auction for Silver Heist. It was lots of fun, good times, great auction. Looking forward to doing it again. Nice with Silver Heist and Fish. He had his own wrench. It was glorious. That's awesome, my friend. Very, very cool. I'm a bank. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I don't know that I'm a big stacker. There's plenty of people that have far outdone me. But the thing is we don't want to we shouldn't compare each other's stacks to each other. No matter how you accumulate or what you accumulate, it's all good. As long as we're doing it in a fiscal responsible manner and are responsible within ourselves, any amount is good to have, I believe. And I think that's the thing I think that's the positivity of this. We each have our own abilities to be able to accumulate, and our own philosophies. And I think there's some wiggle room in your own personal philosophy with how you accumulate. And some people feel more comfortable putting 40% into precious metals. Others don't feel more comfortable than putting 2%. And so you have to go with your own level of understanding. And I use that term understanding. And by the way, that was inspired by the great Belang P. I don't know if he's still here, but he said something that I think was profound. One of the things that I think that has really changed just really articulated my philosophy for accumulation of precious metals of any sort. Belang P said that you should only buy, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact quote, only buy that which you understand. Buy only to your own level of understanding of any asset class. I just think that is profound. It's about your own personal research. And that's why I've always said, don't take my word for anything. And I have opinions, and opinions are like Donald in Mexico's. Everybody's got, no, I'm kidding. I'm picking on Donald again, but opinions are like bungholes, right? Everybody's got one. And I feel like some of my opinion is somewhat educated, but there's other people that know more that have a different opinion than I do, and I think that's fine. I don't think necessarily in many cases knowledge necessarily validates an opinion, depending on how information is procured or what have you. But in the end, no matter what opinions we have, and this is what I was trying to explain in a prior video, is that it all boils down to understanding that the dollar is by design losing value each year. Gold and silver over the long course of time will maintain value. Okay, here it is. Belang P is still here, and he says that here it is. All right. Buy as much gold and silver as your level of understanding permits. There it is. Cogent, pithy, right to the point. That is gold. That advice is golden, folks. And that has changed, just really articulated kind of what he says it so much better than I do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Let's see here. Very good. All right. And, okay. And, let's see. Very good. Okay. Once you hold 99 gold in your hands, there's no going back. So say the fish. Yes, gold is awesome. But yes, I don't want anybody, I just would feel bad if somebody bought any asset without obtaining that level of understanding. And I think sometimes, many times, we get caught up in things, and sometimes, no matter what it is, we get caught up. We can, and it's to our own detriment at times. I'll give you an example. In fact, I'm going to tell you a story about a man named Jed. He was a poor mountaineer. He could barely keep his family fed. Then one day he was hunting for some food, and you'll never guess what happened. But up from the ground come a bubbling crude. No, I'm teasing. All right, here's the story. It's about a lovely lady. Now I'm going to the Brady Bunch. Now here's the actual story. There was a member of the community here called Silverfish VT, and he was absolutely incredible. He is the grandfather of the community. Great guy. He started his channel about a year before I started mine, and people loved him. He provided sound advice, but also warned against being fiscally irresponsible. And he actually reached out to me and said, "Hey, I know this guy who bankrupted himself from buying all this silver and stuff like that, and he's been seeing more and more of that in the community, and he wanted me to make a video about this. This is back in, towards the end of 2013 or somewhere thereabouts, and so I and a couple of other people did a video about talking about fiscal responsibility, how important that is." So that's kind of been a running theme of my channel for most of my time in the community, and I wanted to carry that torch for Silverfish since he left YouTube, because I think it's a great message, and I know it's elementary, and I know most people understand that, and I mentioned that in the video the other day, but you'd be surprised at how many people that are new that come into this, and they think, wow, okay, the dollar's trash, silver's is amazing. Let's screw the dollars. We're going to convert everything into silver, because people, because of the messages out there, people misinterpretation of the message. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's right. Yep, Belaine P. That's right. Sadly, that's what happened, and it's too bad that occurred. And he told me about that too, but he didn't want me to really broadcast that. But I think that eventually got out, and I think he knew. But yeah, it was too bad. All right, let's see here. Euro Bro Warrior Monk asked actually a very good question. He says, "How do you go bankrupt stacking silver? You always have the silver." Well, bankruptcy is a protection, but if you buy a bunch of silver at let's say the high premiums these days, let's say you go into massive debt to buy 1,000 ounces of silver or what have you, or 2,000 ounces of silver, and I see some of that stuff over in the Wall Street Silver. I assume these people can afford to do it, and it's with extra money that they have. And you sell that silver, and the squeeze ends, and silver's price stays the same. You're out 10, 12 bucks sometimes an ounce for each one of those ounces, and you may have bought depending on the type you bought. Then you are out that money when you go to sell your silver. Yes, you do have the intrinsic value of the silver, but that value has been measured by the spot price, because if that's over, they're going to give you, if it's generic, they're going to give you under spot for it. So you're losing out, but you will, you will, before you declare bankruptcy, by the way, they're going to probably make you sell that silver because that's an asset. But you will have lost out, and you will have actually given the banks, given the credit card companies all that interest, maybe if you bought it on a credit card, So that's the kind of thing. And numismatic stackers, right? It is security, but if it's done the right way. And I do have a video that I've been wanting to do from a time when there were PMs, personal messages, about when they were YouTube, and one guy had spent a whole bunch of money on Eagles back in 2011, bought I don't even know, I'll have to look the message up, but I'm going to do a video on it. It's a valuable lesson about it. All right, very good. So here's where the market is now. No change at all in silver price, staying the same. In fact, it is now after 7. What we do at this time, folks, is we take a look at the charts and how the metals have performed over the last hour. And gold is down a little bit, but let's take a look at gold and what it did for the last hour. So you saw here, right out of the starting gate, gold popped up just a couple of dollars here, and then immediately snapped back down, and it's kind of hovering at nominally down slightly here through the course. Usually we see, and we've been seeing the last few weeks, where the price will kind of snap up, go down, and then kind of creep its way back up again. Very interesting. Okay. Silver has been sawtoothing its way up, and that's a very fine sawtooth, by the way. But it is in positive territory here. Very, very good. Positive territory. And let's see here. And so there's where silver is. Very good. All right, let's get back to these channel comments here. Brian Pedersen says, spot price has zero credibility. Don't know if I would go that far. It's the foundation for these premiums. I mean, they are basing it off of, okay, it's $7.99 over spot, $10.99, $2.99. They're basing it off of the spot price. Our fiat dollar is losing its credibility by the hour now. Well, I disagree with that. I think maybe you mean it's losing its, well, with the dollar, it's losing its value by the hour now. Only fools will keep dismissing gold and silver as economic apocalypse fast approaches. Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. If you have profits in this imaginary coin, take them and buy physical gold and silver while you can. You can thank me later. All right. And yeah, I would just say that we'll see. I don't know that we're going to have an actual economic collapse, apocalypse. I don't think they're going to reset things before that happens. They've already thought it out. They know themselves in Davos at the Economic Forum and at the IMF. They know that what they're doing can't last forever. That's why they're planning this reset. Carlos Danger, we should have a poll guessing what time the silver spot price gets smashed. Oh, man. All right. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. Euro Bro Warrior Monk, if the spot price went to 1 cent, what would the premium be? Man, I think it would be more expensive than it is now. First of all, that's never going to happen. But then, and then a hypothetical, look at oil. Look what oil did. Oil went to negative $37 a barrel. Could anybody buy it for that? No. Which means they'd have to pay people to store it, maybe, for times. But it would be, yeah, be very, very high. Jeremy S. says, I watched both Uncle Sal and Junius. There's a couple of things that Sal says that I don't agree with, but I will always watch Sal. Totally agree with Junius, and he shows the info to back everything he says. Anyone else notice Junius, ever since he started collaborating with Dwayne, that he has a really bad attitude and even insults and uses childish emojis to attack people, ultimately causing division within the metal community? Urging pumping people to buy silver. A couple of videos I watched started this raids. Buying silver is great. During this raids, he bought 2 measly ounces, and I called that week and was told to F off. Oh, man, that's not good. Well, anyways, but he agrees with Junius. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and the thing is, you know, I think that probably in the end, you know, I don't know. It's unfortunate how my video was interpreted, because I was doing this to patch up things, and apparently it has widened the rift, and I don't think it was because of anything I said, but apparently they're taking it that way. But let's see here. But all right. But thank you, Jeremy. Let's see here. Silver Watcher, I used to buy brass and lead quietly, but now I can't find any ammo. All right. Yes. Yeah, ammo's hard to find. Indeed, it is. All right. And let's see here. Lucifer Taxi says, and this is not the only silver website I personally follow. A couple of nights ago, I was watching another silver blog. May have been Yankee Stacking. Somebody posted a question. What if everybody who's into this all ordered some physical from their dealer on the same day? Pick a date. How about tomorrow, March 15th? How would that affect the spot price in the immediate future? Could the bankster shorts cover that? The only way to find out, my order goes in early tomorrow morning. This could get really interesting, sort of GameStop's only much bigger. Well, it'd be very, if everybody who collects gold and silver bought just silver on one day, I think it could have an impact, but I don't think you could ever organize such an effort. And even so, I think that it's going to, you could drain individual bullion dealers' supplies. That happened before. And that is something that, that again has happened before, where dealers' supplies have been drained, but they will eventually get more, for sure. In fact, I talked about prior that it was APMEX got so many millions of dollars worth of inventory that are coming in. But yeah, if every single person who has bought in the past, or just put it to you this way, existing customers that are on the same rolls, if everybody bought it once, yeah, it's going to have an impact. You're going to drain their physical coffers. How would that play on the COMEX? I don't think that's going to have that much of an effect on the COMEX, but anyways, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, yeah, it'd be very interesting. All right, Voodoo Scratch says 80% inflation is very infectious, a bit like syphilis. Protect yourself, one and all. There you go. Yes, indeed. And gold and silver, I believe, have proven themselves as protections against inflation for a millennia. All right, very good. Mesh Road. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, well, I don't want to get into a match there. I risk getting laughed at here, and I'm off topic, but what are your thoughts on holding on to a set of MAT coins? I realize in the future they are more likely to be considered tokens rather than coins. Only 6 million were made in the U.S. I have a set plus 2 extras. You never just know. Are you talking about the McDonald's coins? I have some too. I posted some videos about it. They may have some collectability to them down the road. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure. All right, let's see here. Silversmith. I learned the Bank of America was donating to DNC. I liquidated my account for silver and gold years ago. One of the best financial moves I made. All right. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see here. And we've got J Bar. Another topic to understand is the root of all that the Western Christian world are being assaulted with. The topic of the Frankfurt School, its history and its early founders in Frankfurt, Germany, why they all fled to America. They are continued their subversion of Western traditional ideas and masterminded the backing and promulgating of early destructive organizations to form a hatred against our people and our nation. Okay, interesting. All right. I'm not sure what the Frankfurt School. That's interesting. Okay. Hello, T the Silver Stacker. Good to see you. All right. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here. All right. Is it okay that 90% of my portfolio is metal? Oh, man. Hey, hey, as long as you understand any potential risk that could be there. All right. And where are we at? The Kookaburra really shows how the Perth Mint has improved its design and production over the years. As for prices of precious metals, we may see unaffordium and unobtainium in our lifetime. It could happen. It very well could happen. But I don't bank on it happening. That's where I'm a little bit more cautious. I don't bank on it happen. But the thing is, you think about Bitcoin. Who would have thought that Bitcoin would get up to $60,000 an ounce? That would have been crazy town talk, 3 or 4 years ago, even when it got to its previous high. It's so speculative that it could go down too. It could literally crash because its foundation is based on what? Its foundation is based off of energy already expended to create the Bitcoins, to mine for the Bitcoins. That's it. That's what's backing it. That's the only measure of what's backing it is CPU or GPU energy from graphics cards. That is the foundation of Bitcoin, limited to 21 million coins. And it's not to say that Bitcoin could be the MySpace of tomorrow. It seems less likely as more and more places are using it for transactions, but good grief, MySpace was all the rage back in the day. Now Facebook is all the rage. It's crazy. Let's see here. But that's the thing. Silver and gold will be here forever. They are not going away. But anyways, let's see here. Hastur of Carcosa chatted with counterparts in the miners. It seems some of them renegotiated fuel contracts when the prices were crashed. So I don't suspect any value demotions within the sector. Okay, it could be. Whether the prices may be diminished based on the foolishness of people is another thing that's always motivated to absorb underlying producers into any portfolio. Dividends should remain constant down to $1,100 gold price. Unlikely. Okay, all right. Good point. And that's something that's interesting to take into account when they negotiate those fuel contracts. All right. Michael Kramer, Brad mouthing the Frankfurt School as a dog whistle for anti-Semitism. Oh, okay. I didn't know what that was. Okay. All right. Thanks, Michael Kramer. Thank you. I didn't know what he was talking about there. All right. Very good. Let's see here. Very good. Hey, there you go. Hey, spectacular. Very good. Hey, good to see you, my friend. My favorite Precious Metals Live superstar. Where you are the superstar, my friend. I'm just a lowly old mumbling idiot at times, I feel like. But thank you, my friend. Good to see Spags is here. All right. Okay. And let's see here. What else is left? I'm going to see something, checking something quickly here. Oh, where are we? All right, let's see here. Silver Honda says, no shoes, no shirt, no problems. Blues, what blues? Hey, forget 'em. The sun and the sand and a drink in my hand with no bottom. All right. And moving in. Let's look at the, okay, here is the markets now. Silver's making a little bit more of a move. Not a whole lot, but a little bit more. Silver's up $26.15 and the asset price up 12 cents. Gold is down 90 cents. Gold to silver ratio is 66.3. Very good. All right. Brothers Bullion says all the coin dealers are always in a bad mood. Oh man, yes, it's not a good thing. We don't want bad mood, but you know, sometimes when you go to a coin show or some local coin shops and the gentlemen are older, they have this kind of the stereotype of being grumpy old men, kind of curmudgeons. But then you see the coin guy over at Spectacular's channel, and he got a very nice guy, very knowledgeable, knows his stuff. And so yes, indeed, that squashes that stereotype. Let's see here. Never did Facebook, and now don't care about Twitter. Ease your life. There you go. Exactly right. I hear you. All right, there you go. Magic Hand Puppet made it. Thank you so much. We're hoping for the rocket ship. I'm out of cashola and all in. Oh, man. Yes, indeed. We shall see what happens. The Razmanaza bought some silver bullets. Very, very good. Silver bullets. And, okay, let's see here. Gas Grill says, long, slow close up at the end, then blows a raspberry. Nice one, Uncle Sal. There you go. All right, there you go, Gas Grill. Heard to the end. Have a little fun. Just a little stuff going on there. Very good. Okay. And we've got Old Dude says, excellent and informative vid. I subbed. Seems there aren't many experts in precious metals that have a firm grasp of economics. Thank you. Looking forward to going back and reviewing your videos. Well, Old Dude, thank you so much, my friend. However, there's probably a lot of things. Economics can be very complex, and I'm sure that I have fallen short. I hope your opinion based off this video, if you see something on SA that's incorrect and what have you, please don't hold it against me. I've been known to get things wrong too. All right, let's see here. Okay. Very good. That one's taking a while to do it. What year is that maple? Oh, that's 1985 maple. Sorry, 1985. Dinged up, actually dropped that. There's a metal Visa card backed by crypto. Oh, interesting, Gold Chick. That's very interesting. Let's see here. There you go. A native stacker has some good advice. Be nice to your coin and bullion dealers. Talk to them about something besides silver and gold. Get to know them by name. It really does help to be personal. That's right. Hello, Coins A to Z. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. And James McDonald says, tell us again why you insist on denying the widespread market manipulations. Well, it's really, it is widespread from within organizations. JP Morgan is a big organization. and I've covered it on this channel. So that's what I refer to as micro manipulation, and that occurs from within an organization where certain traders spoof precious metals. They pull these contracts and do these false buys to bring up the price up or down, both ways, in order to personally profit from those transactions. It's about being selfish. I just don't see it as a macro manipulation between different organizations to suppress the price of silver only, to suppress it down. I've just not seen any evidence of that. The closest thing we can get to it is a commitment of traders report, which is intentionally vague, some of the numbers and things like that. And they use the example of shorting or what have you. And you also can use example of ETFs having many more paper than the actual metal to back it up, but those are never tested, and that's true. There is a lot of that going on, where they create more ETF contracts than the amount of physical to back up, but that happens in every commodity. I just have not seen any evidence of other than what people have stayed back when the price of gold was fixed at a particular point in time or what have you, that it's manipulated downward. But, hey, if somebody can show me simple, easy to understand evidence that shows that it's happening on a grand scale between organizations, I'd love to see it. I really would. I want to be open-minded about it too. I just haven't seen it yet. But I don't think that changes the calculus. I don't think you have to believe in that in order to be bullish for gold and silver. Silverholic says, if there's no macro manipulation, how do you account for the fact that the price of precious metals keeps going down when demand is at record highs? Well, it doesn't. The physical price is up. They're two different markets, Silverholic. What's going on behind the scenes between the COMEX and stuff like that is a different scenario. It's understanding those commitment of trade reports and things like that. That's what they're trying to do with this squeeze is crash the COMEX, and try to dip in to get them to settle for those contracts and things, because they don't think it is. But I believe there's so much complexity in those markets in terms of what drives the price of silver, and with demand up. The demand is up only in the physical bullion market. That's a very small part of the pie when you take into account the industrial market. And that has been down over the past year. The industrial side has been down because of COVID. Now, and it's still down now. We've not recovered out of COVID yet. This is why I'm bullish for silver overall, for where this stuff is. Jerrigus says, Arcadia Economics spells it out simply. It's even easy enough for you to understand. I went and watched a little bit of one of his videos a little while ago, and he talked about it, but I did not see the actual data behind it. And he said they may be doing this. He wasn't using, at least from the stuff that talked about evidence, he didn't say anything definitive there. But anyways, and I know I'm in the minority in that view for macro manipulation, but it should comfort you to know that I know, and I've covered it on my channel, that there's micro manipulation from within organizations. And so maybe what he's talking about there is micro manipulation, perhaps. Phil Robertson, hey, good to see you, brother. I'm enjoying Folgers Black Silk Coffee. And no, they did not pay me to say that. Yes, indeed. All right. 143 Druid, gone woman to meet. Oh, man, how dare you leave me for some woman, Druid? That is crazy. Yeah, Jerrigus, I don't have time to watch a whole lot of videos about from other people. Jerrigus, I spend my time supporting other channels that make content within the community. But anyways, yeah, I'd have to watch more of it or what have you, but I don't like to look at commentary. For stuff like that, I want to see the actual facts. And I'd rather see it on the source material. So if you can find me a source material for it that shows it, other than like GATA is one website that I've looked at. By the way, thank you, Thomas Crown. I appreciate it. It says, I traded 4 kilos of silver for 3 ounces platinum last Friday, taking advantage of the platinum silver ratio. Very good. All right. You know what, Thomas Crown? I am bullish on platinum too. I think it's got just as much potential, potentially, I mean, redundantly saying there, as silver. And it's gone up quite a bit in recent times. So that may have been a good play, but I don't know. I hope you still have some silver on hand, though. But yes, indeed. There you go. Okay, let's see here. I was driving. I had to pull over to make a comment. Don't worry about any rift. People can't handle the truth. That's their problem. All right, thank you, my friend. And premiums. Yeah, just we gotta be careful with the premiums and all. But yeah, good question, Silverholic. Yes, indeed. But yes, I'd have to see Jeragus. Would love to see the evidence behind it. But again, I can't stress enough, because somebody last week said, well, what about JP Morgan? And I'm like, I agree with you on that. We're not that far apart. But the thing is that manipulation works both ways. And I think it was another documentary on gold that I saw that talked about precious metals manipulation. It may have been Rick Rule or one of those guys that said, hey, they don't believe in massive manipulation either. There's manipulation up and down and everywhere. Interview, yeah. And Jeragus, that former CFTC member, I forget his name, but he's passed on now. I've heard talk about that guy too. I forget his name, but I don't know if he's shown any evidence of it. I know he was in the trenches or what have you, but there are people that have been involved in some of these organizations and get out. And just because they've been involved in organizations doesn't necessarily mean that it's happening or whatever. But I know who that guy is. He had kind of long blonde hair. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple of years ago. But I know who you're talking about. I've seen enough of some of these things. Yeah, Bart Chilton, that's the guy. That's him. But anyways, but yeah, I want to be open-minded about Jeragus. I really do. I have just not seen the evidence yet. And I would like to. But I do know this for a fact, that there's evidence, and I've covered it on my channel, from stories from even mainstream sources, that there is micro-manipulation. And I know there's manipulation that some people do want, like some people in Britain, like Cybercurtain Twitchers, who like to get manipulation from Love Button, but I digress. Now, we haven't seen the evidence of that yet either, so I won't believe that until we actually see it. So anyways, all right. Jeragus says it's just part of the entire picture. Yeah. And I understand. I mean, and I think that the entire picture of it is with JP Morgan. That's a big deal. That they were charged $940 million for it. Jeragus, that's an unfair statement to say. I want to be open-minded about it, but I have looked into it, but I just have not seen enough proof that shows it. I've read stuff from what's his name, Terry Butler too. I've read a lot of his material and have not seen anything in there where it actually shows the numbers and shows the proof of it. And by the way, the Commitment of Traders report and all this other stuff where they're getting some of these numbers, there's a lot of room, dude. There's a lot of room for interpretation with those reports. So people, they can make them say a whole lot of different stuff. I'd rather play the safe bet and be open-minded about it and say that you can't go wrong holding gold and silver. But if they truly, if you believe that they're suppressing the price of metals, and then that means that it's going to break sometime and it's going to go to the moon. And then you're going to be very disappointed if that's not the case. And then you're going to be very, very, very jaded. And that's already happened. I've seen it in this community. I've seen it already happen. Yeah, Ted Butler, that's his name. Not Terry Butler, Ted Butler. Thank you, Ed Mole. Appreciate that. Let's see here. So, yeah, it's that's the thing. But I've listened to enough interviews in different places. I even heard David Morgan say it without providing any evidence. I'm not seeing any evidence of it. And again, I understand I'm in the minority on that. But I also have a nuance. I have my own definition to where I break it down between micro manipulation from within organization to macro. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Silver Surfer, good to see you. Native, all right. Yeah, that's right. Silver bullion is the smallest of the purchased. And what they're trying to do, I think, and I think the silver squeeze is a good thing, by the way, as long as you understand the premiums you're buying, obviously, and understand on the other side of this what it is. But there is a lot of silver that's being purchased in other markets for other reasons, especially from the industrial side. All right. All right, there is. All right, very good. Yes, there is. Very good. Okay, Meteor Man. Silver has as much chance to go to the moon as Alice Cramden. All right, to the moon, Alice. That's right. Yeah, you have to be. That should show our age, right, Meteor Man? I'm older than Meteor Man, by the way. I've got Meteor Man by like 12 years. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's to the moon, Alice. I can't do. Hello, Ralphie boy. All right, there we go. Let's see. Press 1 for Sal to call Love Button. If Love Button would let me call her, I would do it. In a half a heartbeat. In 1/2 of a heartbeat. There's probably more likely of a chance that there is macro manipulation of silver than for Love Button to email me her number for me to call her. All right, let's put it to you that way. I'll put that to you. I'll put that right there. I'm gonna put that right out there. It's right out there. Okay. In the course of this time, we have got silver up 7 cents. Gold is down $2.10. All right. So not a whole lot of activity. A little boring there. You know what I'm saying? A little boring, but that's okay. All right. Let's see here. And Mark Johnson, you sound like Chet Hunter. I've never heard that one before. I sound like a lot of different people. Man, somebody's going to tell me one day that I'm going to sound like Stacking Stormtrooper doing an impression of me. By the way, Stacking Stormtrooper has his auction right now. Good guy. Stacking Stormtrooper. All right. Very, very good. Let's see here. Elsa Anna. I have 180 gram Credit Suisse, and I'm very glad to this information. Wow, I've never heard of an 180 gram Credit Suisse bar. That's interesting. All right. Very good. Silver Stealer. They're using a ton of silver in all these solar parks in India. Not in India, but Indiana. We only get 6.7 actual days of sunlight. Build away. Yeah, crazy. Wow. Yeah. Hello, I am Ahab. Good to see you. Call Pudenda Johnson instead. I would if she would let me. Not going to happen. See, she says it's not going to happen. Silver Stethoscope. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Yes, indeed. Mark B, how old am I? I am 89. That's right, indeed. Okay. Tony, McDonald's fries never go bad. No expiration. You've got something there. I've heard they have a long expiration date. Eric Weiss says, in short, know how the game is played before you play. There you go. Exactly. Boom. From all sides. Every angle. Yeah, it really sums it up, Eric Weiss. That really does. Let's do that. Hold on a minute here. I'm going to get something out. Get this done. We going right. Every channel was turning into an auction channel. I hope you don't go to... No, I'm not an auction. I'm not going to do an auction thing. It's not my cup of tea. Ooh, yeah. Some people say I sound like Don Knotts when I'm riding and listening to the stereo. Some people say I should call Love Button, but there's something about Jen and her Italia. It's Monday morning in Korea. Yeah, the sun is shining bright, but it's dark here in the distant past. I would even dare say that it's night Ooh, Donald. In New Mexico, he's earlier than me because he's in a different time zone. Where is Natives Lighter? Let's break dance to this country song for human. There goes my view count for Silverholic. All right. Woo! Come on, man. That's right. Come on. Corn pop. We're popping corn. Okay, let's see here. Move back. Coins A to Z. Sales gals are the best part of your channel. That's for sure. They love the sales gals. They are what keeps me going. They are the best part of this channel. We love the sales gals here for sure. All right. Human, I do have, that's a personal question, but I'm going to answer because I'm an open book here. I actually do have hairy legs. They're pretty hairy. All right, very good. Every come on has a man. That's right, Aloha Stacker. Every come on has a man. I like that. Rail fanning and stuff in Canada. Good to see Aloha Stacker, by the way, you guys. You want to find another great channel that shows some really cool stuff. Check out Aloha Stacker. Great guy. Representing Hawaii very well. All right, very good. All right, there we go. Limited knowledge. Without Sal, I wouldn't start investigate the giant manipulation of big banks. Thanks, Sal. Yes, indeed. And again, hey, I would love to be. It cost me 24 viewers. Sorry about that, guys. Well, you're not here watching anyway, so you're gone. But anyways, we lost some viewers on that song. I'm gonna run away here now. See you there, Silversmith. All right, very good. The landing strip is in the house. Silverholic, yeah, we're going to get the calendar. We got to get started on that calendar sometime here pretty soon. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. And what else? So I wanted to say something else that somebody said something here. They turn blonde in the sun. They turn blonde in the sun. That's right. Winning image photography. All right. Sal's a Barbara Carbones. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Let's see here. So yeah, Aloha Stacker, another great channel. You guys definitely should check him out. He's awesome. How's the Salty Eagle doing? You know what, Donald? I've been so tempted to check it out on my own, but I've not. I've held on. I'm going to probably do a video on it over the summer, and we will find out together. We will find out together. By the way, Expat Stacker, good channel, great guy from Korea. Awesome stuff. You sound like Walter Cronkite's cousin. Oh, man, thank you. All right. Okay, who was the bigger legend? Was it Michael Jackson or Whitney Houston? You know what? I think Whitney Houston had more talent with her voice, but I think Michael Jackson was the bigger legend and icon. But I would choose Whitney for various different other reasons, for sure. But I think that, I think Whitney should smoke crack with Whitney. They both had their problems, and obviously, Michael Jackson had major issues too, notwithstanding. Their world trillionaire. Yeah, Jeff Curry. He's the Goldman Sachs guy, right? Is that right, Jeff Curry? Okay, let's see here. Okay, Silver Chaser, 21. Lumber market up 40%, beef up 29%, gas 15%. Never seen the Dow so high, and fuel prices up at the same time. Housing market will fall first, and then the rest. And some people are saying April is going to be a big thing, because when it's going to start. But, people have been throwing out dates for a long time for some of this stuff. That's crazy. Burke and Dom says, I bought my first silver ounces 10 years ago in Germany, and I still am in minus. All right. 10 years ago in Germany, I still am in the minus. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. 10 years ago would be 2011. Makes sense. If you bought at the very high of the market, It's going to take you that much longer to recover those premiums. You think about that. That's 10 years, and he's still not out. If he bought all of his silver 10 years ago, now he just bought his first ounces 10 years ago. But that's why you dollar cost average. Very good. Natman says, Americans are lucky with fuel prices. I pay 6.5 US dollars for a gallon of gas where I live. Wow, that's $6.50 in US dollars. That's crazy. They are more expensive in Europe for sure. Truth Live says, good video. When I started collecting was in 1999 due to Y2K. Silver was almost $7.50 an ounce. Gold was $400 an ounce. I've never had too much money. Kept buying small amounts consistently. There you go. That's the way to do it. Small amounts can become big amounts. Goes up percentage-wise faster than most investments, even if one has a small silver coin collector. Very good point, and that's what I'm about. Smart dollar cost averaging. People have different feelings about that too, but yes, indeed. All right. Okay. Rick Blick says, I think his zinc is about $26 a kilo. I used to buy that for pennies. Yes. Crazy. It's in pennies now, or cents, really. Technically, the word is cents. Okay. Oh, okay. Silverholic is going to be having a live stream too. So you guys, if you want to go check out a cool live stream, check out Silverholic. He's going to be doing one here in 15 minutes. So check it out. I'll probably get off of here so that he can get his going. We'll do a couple more comments, but we'll make sure we're off before he starts his. But Silverholic's a great guy, got a great channel. Check him out too. All right. All right, B.R. Williams says, we're the ones getting squeezed. Oh, yeah, I just got to be careful there. But thanks, B.R. Williams. Good to see you, sir. B.R. Williams is here. Appreciate you guys. All right. I got to have some serious gas today. Coming out both ends. Play this on low-fat food. Man. Cybercurrent Twitcher. All right. Tim Goodson says, notwithstanding. There you go. Notwithstanding. Notwithstanding after all this time. Acting like a silver stacker, losing half my mind, notwithstanding, everywhere I want to go. Don't you know that in the summertime it never does snow? Notwithstanding, yeah, yeah, yeah. I just said that. That's right. I just sang that. Little Elton John for you. All right. How many viewers did I lose on that one? Wide Winger says Junius is having a little fun rating. Buying, stacking, went along with the rest of the silver community. Nothing wrong with that. And I even mentioned that in this video. Stacking is and always been a voluntary hobby. That's right. Exactly right. And I didn't even imply that it wasn't. I just say just be careful. A lot of it is for the newbies, but just understanding too kind of what's happening, you know. But yeah, no problem. Wide Winger, appreciate that. I agree. Very good. All right. Justin Sartain, hello, good to see you. All right, very, very good. And Justin Sartain says, awesome Sunday morning video. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Justin. You're the man. Appreciate you. All right. And William D. Gobble says, buy rhodium and palladium while it's cheap. There you go. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Okay. Where's Terry? I don't know, but here's a slurp. Here's a... Okay, very good. And Mark Hazley, appreciate the secret word for the day. G, inflation. That's right, Mark Hazley. He didn't give it away. Got to watch the video to find out. Very cool. Tony Steele, lighten up snowflakes. That's right. Lighten up, gotta lighten up a little bit. It's okay to have a little different opinion about something. It's not the end of the world. Doesn't mean we hate each other. It's just a little different opinion. All right. Yes, indeed. Ooh, I got the silver wrench in my mouth. Wrench in mouth. I'm tasting the silver wrench. Cool Kev, no tax here in Nevada on bullion. Nice. All right. Very cool. Glad. Arizona, Nevada, no taxes on bullion. I wish it was like that in every state. It should be. Really should be. This is eHarmony, Tony. eHarmony.com. No, all right, very good. And part-time preppers, gas up, food up, lumber crazy up, just to name a few. Metals will definitely follow. It has historically been that way. Yes, that's right. Lumber is up, and they will follow indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. All right. Very good. Oh, new Mortal Kombat movie. Yes, it'll be very interesting to see. New Mortal Kombat. All right. That's right. That's right. Exactly, expat stacker. That's right. They're not at the end of the world. All right. Gold Maple. Just a warning. Don't stack too much gold and silver. Why? Because when you sell it, you will be stuck with a huge tax bill from Uncle Sam. Well, yeah, there's 1099s if you sell too much. There's ways to avoid that. If you're American and have gold eagles, you shouldn't get taxed on those. But I digress. But yes, indeed. Yeah, be careful when you go to sell, for sure, depending how much. Personally, I don't want anyone on the channel, anyone who collects a stack of silver gold, to pay high taxes. That's right. We don't want to pay these high taxes. That's right. Very, very good. And Silent Hunger. To be accurate, silver is the best electrical conductor of all metals in the periodic table. This will never change. That's true. Exactly right. Some say that graphene may be able to take over for that, but we'll see. Right now, it's very tough to mass produce graphene at this point in time. All right, Jerica says no 1099 if you are paid in check. But wouldn't that create a paper trail though? Because they pay you in check. Now, if they pay you in cash, that'd be another way. What other way would they pay you other than check? Cash? Now that would be not traceable, right? But I guess they would probably have to account for what they spent their money on or what have you. And isn't it over $10,000 in sales? I think is where it is. Barbara Carbone, I think, knows. She used to work for the IRS for federal taxes. I don't know how certain states do it. All right, Savage Stacker. Hey, Savage. I'm sorry I didn't say hello to you earlier. Thank you for being here, my friend. Savage Stacker, the man. He's got a cool channel, too. Great guy, Savage Stacker. Yes, indeed. Graphene is way too expensive. That's right. Okay, yeah, you're responsible for claiming it. Yeah, that's right. Yes. Okay, I see. You're responsible for, or not. That's right, or not. Yeah. And when I called about the rhodium bar to sell it, they said that that they just ACH the money into your account and that's it. And that's things that worry about me. Worry about how does all this money come in? Do they know? I mean, could they find out? Could they audit and say where all this money come in? I'm the anti-Biden. That's right, anti-Biden. Antibiotic. I take antibiotics, right, instead of antibiotics. All right. Couch Alpha Elite. Fuel costs always go up under democratic dictatorships. Hell, yes, indeed. And I do think that the fuel cost this time, I think, is partly due to some of the policies that the Biden administration has done out of the starting gate. But I also think some of it has to do with the weather and these big freezes that we've had down in the Midwest southern part, in Texas especially. I think that played a part as well, just to be fair on that. All right. Okay, let's see here. Thanks for the video. Thank you, Monty. All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate you watching. The word valuable, a question as compared to what? Yes, indeed. Compared to what? All right, very good. Compared to the dollar bill, really, I think. I have a lot of PMs. No credit card debt, no car payments, just mortgage debt. All three FICO scores are over 835 and over 300K, available to me with 0 interest 12 months. Do you think it would be wise to use some of that to buy PM if price goes up and sell it and pay off all debt? What's your thoughts on that? I have no problem. In fact, I encourage you to use your credit card to buy silver or gold to get the points on them. But the way to beat the banks in that regard is to pay it off in 30 days so you don't accrue any interest. But yeah, if you can get it with no interest for 12 months and you get points or travel points and what have you, and you're not paying any interest, by all means, as long as you know you can pay it off. But the thing is, for 12 months, a lot can happen in 12 months too. If you get into a financial situation during that 12 months and you're making payments on it and you're stretched financially and you have an emergency, let's say you have to replace your furnace or your car transmission goes out or something like that, then you're putting yourself into a world of hurt there. And then if you go beyond that 12 months, then sometimes those agencies, those financial institutions will at month 13, they're going like 12, 13% interest or something like that. It's crazy. Okay. And Sal's gals are the best part of the Salivate Metal channel, for sure. I got that right. Shoot, I gotta just pick that comment there, right? Native Stacker, credit card companies are getting hip to people using points to buy PM. Yeah, I was wondering how long it was going to take for them to do that. So far, I'm not getting any notice about that. But anyways, but yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to have exceptions in their TOS about that. Native Stacker. It'd be very interesting to find out, right? It'd be very interesting to see. I'm going to have to read through that and see. Jonah Shore says gas fuel is 10 cents cheaper now than this week last year, according to national averages. In 1960, national average for gas was 20 cents per gallon or 2 silver dimes. Today, that would be $4 buck per gallon. The government has subsidized fuel so much, it is one of the cheapest commodities. Yes, indeed. Wow. The enslavement of Western civilization, military-industrial complex is getting ready to make you yet poor again. Middle East yet again. Does the U.S. government ever learn? Yes, indeed. I think we just bombed Syria recently. Let's take a look at the markets one more time before we go. We've been going for almost 2 hours here. And in Asia, look at that. Gold is still down slightly. And silver is now up only 4 cents, $26.07. So it's kind of pulling back a little bit. Very good. So there that is. All right. And let's see here. So there's where the markets are. Bobcat Brent says, yes, sir, Sal. Your man CCT had a great short video on the savings rate issue. We need to accumulate to protect that fiat devaluation. Glad you're the bigger man when it comes to this rate. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Yes. Appreciate you, sir, Bobcat. Jesse Judah says, stock market is basically like a game of musical chairs at this point. When the music stops and everything valued in dollars gets destroyed, it will be too late to buy metals. All right. Well, when they say, that's just it, when really the big stuff happens, it will be too late. Once you recognize hyperinflation, it probably will be too late if we go down the road some of the nations have in the past, but we'll see here. But I don't think we will, in a sense. I mean, our economy is still robust enough that I don't think we'll ever see a third world type of scenario here. And I think that's part of the reason why the IMF and Davos Economic Forum, while there's this talk of a reset, the Great Reset, it's all in the open now. They're talking about it. Tim Goodson, what do you think about PSLV to capture a price discovery through spot price on the stock market? I've heard that compared to the SLV, it's a small area. I think it's good. If you're going to do the ETFs, PSLV is the way to go. It's Sprots, and Sprots is what that is, and that's much better to have an impact there. But I think it's going to be somewhat negligible. In fact, I think already it's having an effect. I think that's why the gold to silver ratio, in part, has narrowed a bit to a point because of that. I think it already is having somewhat of an effect, but not as much as some people think it should, in my opinion. All right, JD's got to run. See you. Thank you so much, JD. I appreciate you, sir, for being here. Sorry if I didn't say hi to you earlier. I know people are bailing out. I probably got to go here probably soon here, too. We're going to capture a couple more comments. Learning Silver and Gold says, would be awesome buying opportunity for sure at $12. Sure, the market is being manipulated, but I just started silver stacking in 2020. Have a long way to go. I hope to have 1,000 ounces before massive spikes to $50 happens. Yes, and I wouldn't be too worried about that happening anytime soon, learning silver and gold. And I'm glad your channel, you're learning about it. That's just it. Get educated. Look at all different sides of it. In fact, one thing I like to do is look at a counter argument to my own so that it either reinforces my argument or I learn something new about it. I want to be open-minded about all of these things. And I've been doing this for a while, and I'm still learning a lot. And for sure. All right. Very good. Okay. All right. Very good. And salvation is easy, but religion complicates it. All right. Did we talk about this in the live stream? We'll let that go. but I'm not usually, even though I'm a Christian, I typically don't think evangelizing by comment is the best way to do it. Especially if it's on a video that has nothing to do with it's already nothing to do with the topic on hand, because people are going to see that it's just spam. But the message behind it is powerful. But anyways, the treasure seeker says found it. Yes, the awesome treasure seeker. Yes, you found it. Very, very good on this. Awesome. Silver Chaser 21. Thank you, my friend, for the super chat. He says, Sal, I work for wealthy people, and all of them selling off a lot and adding more liquid. Ah, okay, interesting. Fascinating. So what are they selling? They're selling off a lot in the stock market and adding more liquid assets like hard assets or land, real estate, that type of thing. Is that what you're talking about? Do they see something? Are you hearing chatter among some of the folks you work for? Very good. All right. All right, Amber, have a good night. Thank you so much, Amber Hagelstein. Always appreciate you being here. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. All right. Very good. Okay, let's go. Treasure Seeker says, I have them all too, Sal. Only 6 million made total. Hang on to them. They will likely be considered tokens rather than coins. Okay, yes, that's right. Yeah, they're not coins. They're definitely tokens. There's no denomination on them. Although they do have the certainly a monetary aspect that McDonald's or did. I don't know if you could still take them into a McDonald's and get them redeemed. Very interesting. Read my whole comment. I bashed the hell out of you. Where is it? I don't see it. Did you post it since then, Donald? Silver Chaser. I don't have a call line. I could call you, Silver Chaser, but I'm getting ready to stop right now. But if you want to, I tell you what, okay, thank you, Silver Stealer. Silver Chaser, email me at the email address on your screen here, real quickly, your number, and I'll call you. Real quickly here. Let me see if I can make this happen here. Just a second. Oh, shoot. Where are we at here? So yeah, if you want to email me real quick, we might call you real quickly here if you want to talk. Just briefly before I gotta go. There, all right, take care. Good night, Media Man. Let's see here. Have a good night, Eric. Eric, thank you so much, my friend. Eric, didn't know you were here. All right, good to see you. Okay, let's see. We don't have a whole lot of time. I don't think he's going to do it. Silver Chaser. Silver Chaser 21. I'm looking to see if he will. Little Prepper raids could give dealers a reason to raise premiums. Dealers have given me great service over the last decade. I'm still going to buy on Monday. Could be my last chance to load up. Okay, cool, Little Prepper. Yes. And that's just it. I've noticed some dealers, or more and more dealers, when there's high demand for a product, they will throttle the price up. I've never really liked that, but they tend to do that. They'll throttle the price up, and I can see that happening at any particular time. I guess if you do it on a weekend, it's less likely to happen, right? But yes, we'll see. Excellent information video. I subbed. It seems there aren't many experts in precious metals that have a firm grasp of economics. Thank you for looking forward to reviewing your videos. Well, thank you, old dude. I appreciate that, sir. All right, we've got, of course, I'm not going to share this number, but let's see here. But I'm going to call it here real quickly here. Okay, let's see here. All right. Pull this out here. Calling. Silver Chaser 21.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Sal?
All right. Yes, indeed. Good to see you, sir. Or good to hear you. All right. Yeah. So how long have you been stacking now?
Oh, I've been stacking 17, 18 years.
Wow. All right. So you know the deal. Very, very good. Yes, indeed. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I
Cool.
just broke 4,500 ounces.
Oh, that's incredible. Way to go. Wow.
So
Yes,
no,
indeed.
I work for, let's just say, the top 1%.
Right.
I've worked in Washington D.C. For many years, and in the private sector with a lot of these billionaires and people worth a couple hundred million. And starting, I would say, back in October of last year, the sell-off started behind closed doors.
Wow.
It all got kicked off with Warren Buffett selling all of his stock in the airlines, but he did it through third parties because the story didn't break until 8 days later.
Okay. Let me pause right there real quick, if you don't mind, my friend. We have a Coin Crew raid. Wow, this is cool. Coin Crew Nation raid. Thank you, Coin Crew. Appreciate that. Apparently, I guess they're on the live right now. Coin Crew is, and they're. I know we've seen that happen with International Stacker. I remember that was pretty fun times. And so we have, so shout out to the Coin Crew there. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. That happens from time. A lot of fun. People will go to other um, live streams and they say, "Hey, we're gonna go check. We're gonna raid him." When the first time the International Stacker did that, I know he's probably been busy. I haven't seen many videos from him lately, but he'll send a bunch of the Crustacean Nation over, and they'll post a bunch of crabs and stuff like that. I'm like, what is going on? It's like I didn't know at first what it was. It took me a little while, but anyways. But all right, but thank you. So sorry about that. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I wanted to shout out Coin Crew and thank him for that. Appreciate
No,
you
it's all
guys.
good.
Yeah. So
But
what are they liquidating then? So
stocks,
Warren Buffett
a
sold
lot.
off.
Yeah, remember when Warren Buffett sold all of his shares in the airlines?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he actually did that like 5 days before, but he did it through hedge funds. That way it wouldn't get public.
Okay. Right.
So, because when Warren Buffett sells all of something, people
Yeah.
start to wonder.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, that was kind of the beginning. And I mean, a lot of the billionaires and millionaires are liquidating at a rapid pace. I work for a billionaire,
Mm.
and I can tell you for a fact that he has liquidated more than 250 million in stocks
Wow.
since January 1st.
Wow. And you know
And
it's ironic because now the market's at an all-time high for the Dow.
well, but see, Sal, that market makes no sense.
Right.
The market is high, gas prices are up, the cost of lumber is up by 40%.
Yep. Oh
The
yeah.
cost of ground beef is up by 30%. Okay, and the housing market is in an all-time high.
Yep.
None of it makes sense.
Right. Exactly. That's the irony of it
Okay,
all. That's right. It's just being propped up. And a lot of it's being propped up. And that's one thing, you want to talk about macro manipulation. And I've mentioned this in some of the videos I've talked about recently here, where I've talked about manipulation. The Federal Reserve is probably the biggest manipulative agent out there.
third joke.
Yeah. And that I think is a lot of, because a lot of that liquidity is going into the market. There's no velocity of money yet. Um, and sooner or later that's going to come, and that's where it's going to really hit the fan as far as the
Like the
inflation
housing
rate.
market collapse
Right.
will be happening.
Yep.
Okay, you're going to have, at, let's say when we come out of this pandemic, everybody can have their opinion on Corona. That's not for me to say. But you got all these people who haven't been able to pay their rent, who are right now on, they're able to get away with not paying it because most of the states are like, you can't evict anybody. You can't evict. You can't evict. Well, you got landlords who are behind on their mortgages because of this. Banks aren't getting bailouts for this. The owners of the homes aren't getting bailouts. So you got tenants living rent-free for a year and a half. And once everything clears up, the banks are going to swoop in and take all these properties.
Right.
It's going to happen. There's no avoiding it. We're going to have a housing market collapse similar to the beginning of the Obama administration.
Right.
And I'm not saying that because I'm some conspiracy theory nut, but look at everything's right in front of people. As long as you know how to do some basic math along with common sense.
Right. Yep.
Lumber, beef, gas, inflated stock market, real estate booming. But if you look at certain states, they're booming more than others. You look at Florida, Texas, the Dakotas, and Wyoming. All your millionaires and billionaires are buying up chunks of land, like hundreds and thousands of acres at a shot. And everybody's leaving the big cities. A lot of these millionaires. And it's just a matter of time here before the housing market collapses, and then everything else is going to happen too. Everybody's talking about all the jobs. Okay, well, that's fine, but math tells you that we're going to have a bottoming out of the job market.
Right.
It's going to happen. Okay, you don't have a pandemic for 2 years and claim, oh, yeah, we're working better than we ever have.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and one thing I saw, it was either a documentary or a movie called The Big Short, and at the very end of it, they said that, and this movie was created several years ago, and they said that a lot of the same practices that are doing with the predatory lending is still happening today, and I even have a friend of mine who got approved for so much for a loan that was way above the debt to income ratio to buy this house. In other words, they were pushing him to buy this bigger house that he really,
so they could foreclose on it.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And
that
just backs up what you're saying. Yep. Exactly.
Exactly. I mean, all you got to do is look at the way we're printing off money. And here's the thing: as a government, and as a country, we can't keep doing almost 0% interest.
Right.
We can't do it. They got to take it somewhere. And everybody talks the inflation. Okay, yeah, we're so strong, but if we keep having next to zero on an interest rate, okay, and keep taxes in the same place, the country over 5 years is going to fall behind, big time.
Yeah.
We're going to start seeing a lot more job loss. We're going to see people, a lot more homeless rates. We're going to see more crime, because when people get scared, they do dumb things.
Yep, that's for sure. That's true. You're right. And that's the psychology of the markets, and I also think that there's a lot of people that have their blinders on. As you were saying, with the things that don't make sense in the market. For instance, why it's up so high, record highs. They have their blinders on. But like you're saying, the people in the know and the people that you work for directly, they're in the know and they are reacting. They're taking their money out. They're liquidating.
Yeah, they've been doing it since last year.
Right.
I mean, everything that I've heard is we're going to see a nice part of the collapse effective August of this year. Is when we're really going to start to see it, is in August.
And when it could come, and I've heard as early as April is when it's going to start. The only thing that I caution against is setting a date for anything like that, is when it's going to happen, is that I just worry about people saying, okay, this is going to happen. It's time for me to just go all in on precious metals or what have you, or anything, because what if it doesn't happen? Like, for instance, I'll give you, I cashed out my IRA. I posted a video on this on YouTube back in 2013 from my previous job, bought gold and silver with it. And even though the price, the nominal price of those metals has surpassed the prices that they were back then, the prices adjusted for inflation still have not caught up with that time. So I've not really broken even yet on that yet. But it was really, when I look back, it was sort of a foolish move on my part. I learned a lot during that time. But I do think that you're right. Something's going to be happening. We're closer than ever before. The timing of it is something that it's hard to really pin down. But your experience here and what you've just told us is really eye-opening. It's anecdotal, but it is an example, and it corroborates with other things that I've heard too, especially like with this friend of mine who's looking to buy a house, and how they're doing a lot of the same types of things that they did back when the housing crisis began. Cleocatra
And
has a
most,
question here real quick. Ask your
go ahead.
guest if this billionaire has a two or third passport allowing him to live in another country or county.
That is that. Uh, in another country, yes, dual citizenship, 100%. Most
Okay.
of them do.
Right.
Even
Right.
if they were, even if they were just born here,
Right.
most of your, high net worth one percenters all have
Okay.
citizenship in another country.
Right.
Yeah, that's just a safety net for taxes.
Right. Understand. Yep.
But the biggest thing, like with me, is when I met with my bosses and I started to see what they were doing, and then they started giving me advice.
Right.
They were like, sell your Tesla stock. Don't keep it. I'm
Wow.
like, okay.
Wow.
And so right now I can tell you that I am 50-50 precious metals to fiat.
Okay. All righty. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a prepper or
Right.
anything like that.
Right. Right.
I wear a suit by day.
Right. Sure.
But I 100% believe before I die, and I am 44, I think we're going to see a collapse like we haven't seen since the 1920s, Sal.
Right. It could happen. I don't.
I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't.
I think that there's this reset, the great reset that they're talking about, is going to revalue and reshuffle around everything so that, quote, doesn't happen. I think they see it too, and I talked about this earlier in the live stream and in other videos in the past too. Well, my friend, this has been a good conversation. We should do it again.
Well, can I tell you one last thing before I hang up?
Sure thing.
Then
yes.
You're a research guy. I listen to you. You're smart. So here's what I want you to look up.
Okay.
Everything going on right now with the pandemic, as you've noticed, flu season went away.
Right.
We all know that.
Yeah.
This is all setting up for next year for them to push universal health care to put everybody in the United States into a 40% tax bracket.
Right. Right.
Just like in the 1950s and 60s.
Right. Yeah.
This is all the setup to get us to universal health care. They can't do that unless they tax every American over 30% federal.
Yep. Yep, that's true. I mean, and even as such, whenever the Federal Reserve creates all this liquidity, this quantitative easing, that's a hidden tax increase when you think about it. And
what'll happen is, Sal, everybody's gonna get this health care. But the problem is the Fed's going to be paying for this universal health care, but it won't catch up financially for 30 years. Oh. It's going to take paying in to this for it to get caught up to break even.
Right,
I've seen the numbers.
Yeah, we can't afford it. There's a saying, you think healthcare is expensive now, just wait until it's free.
Exactly.
Yep, and that's where we're going. Well, man, I do appreciate. Let's do this again, and I really appreciate your insight. And I don't mean to cut you off here, but we're kind of nearing the end here. But we'll have you back, and I appreciate your insight because there's so much more I kind of wanted to talk about, and you have a lot of knowledge too. And I appreciate you sharing with us for sure.
And offline, Sal, feel free to give me a call. I'll give you my name and info. You can actually see who I work for publicly. That way you know that I'm the real deal.
And I don't want you to feel, I don't want to press you to share anything. But, yeah, if you want to email me at salivatemetal@gmail.com. And, yeah, I appreciate you, sir, very much, definitely. And thank you so much for all the information. And we will be talking to you soon. Thank you again. I really appreciate it very much.
No problem, everybody. Keep stacking.
Thank you. Take care. All right. Well, there you heard it, folks, and that's the kind of thing that we're up against economically. And I think a lot of this too, to be fair, this is stuff that's been building up on a political level with both parties, and both parties are to blame for a lot of the where we're at with this huge massive debt that we're accumulating. But anyways, all right, very good. All right, thank you again very much. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Again, this has been a great live stream here, and we check out the markets and see what's going on. And so there we go. So there we have it. All right. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening here. Check out Silverholics doing a live stream now. I'm kind of overlapping a bit, but a multitude of gratitude. Keep your